the Daily English News program on Azərbaycan Televiziya. I'm Qocaman. As we reported on April 26, President İlham Ali, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva and their daughter Leyla Aliyeva visited Cəbrayıl and Zəngilan regions.
President İlham Ali, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva and their daughter Leyla Aliyeva took part in the inauguration of the military unit of the State Border Service in Cəbrayıl region.
Muhterem Prezident, Cenab-ı Ali Başkomandan, her bir ise açılışa hazırdır. Hizmet Reisi General Falcone Guliyev. Hoş geldiniz Cenab President. Salam. Salam.
The head of state was informed that all the necessary conditions had been established in the new military unit to ensure high-level military service. The Azerbaijani army, having liberated our lands from the occupation during the 44-day patriotic war, also implemented such an important mission as the restoration of the state border. As an integral part of our armed forces, the personnel of the State Border Service also inflicted heavy blows on the enemy and expelled it from our lands. After getting familiarized with the conditions in the military unit, President İlham Aliyev met with the servicemen of the State Border Service. He noted that the opening of a new military unit on Azerbaijan-Iran border was a remarkable day in the life of our country. The restoration of our villages destructed as a result of the occupation policy of Armenia based on the cutting-edge construction concept has commenced. The head of state and First Lady were informed that the first smart village pilot project covered birinci, ikinci, üçüncü Ağalı villages of Zəngilan region. The project will be mainly implemented based on 5 components. These are housing, production, social services, smart agriculture, and alternative energy. At the initial stage, it is envisaged to build 200 individual houses in the area using fully insulated and innovative construction materials. Experts from Turkish, Chinese, Italian, and Israeli companies will take part in the project. President İlham Aliyev also met with the residents of Zəngilan and underscored the importance of projects to be implemented here. Residents of Zəngilan in their turn expressed gratitude to President İlham Aliyev for the return to the ancestral lands. Then the head of our state laid the foundation of Smart Village project. President İlham Aliyev also laid the foundation of Zəngilan International Airport. The head of state spoke about the significance of this airport. He noted that geographical location of Zəngilan creates opportunities to transform this region into international transport logistical hub. Afterwards, President İlham Aliyev participated in the groundbreaking ceremony of Zəngilan-Horadiz Highway. The highway, with the overall length of 124 kilometers, will have 6 lanes. Then President İlham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva and their daughter Leyla Aliyeva came to Zəngilan Mosque to be restored by the Heydər Aliyev Foundation. The head of our state laid the foundation of the mosque. President İlham Aliyev noted that the heinous enemy destroyed Zəngilan Mosque and added that all the international organizations should see the Armenian barbarism. The head of our state accentuated that all the historical and religious monuments will be restored in the territories liberated from the occupation. The head of our state also reviewed the territory where Minjivan railway station, barbarously destroyed by the enemy, was located. He noted that the heinous enemy demounted the railways and took away the rails and sold them, melted them, and used them as the installation of fortifications against tanks. Saying that the process of reconstruction of the railway was commenced here, the head of state underlined that the railway extending from Horadiz to Ağbənd will be constructed, and then through Zəngəzur corridor, it is planned to extend this railway to Naxçıvan Autonomous Republic.
President İlham Aliyev signed a decree on some issues in regards to the management of lands of agricultural designation in the territories liberated from the occupation. According to the decree, the implementation of the following duties is temporarily entrusted to the Ministry of Agriculture: leasing of the lands of agricultural designation for the production and processing of agricultural products, implementation of the oversight to ensure that the leased agricultural lands are used according to their designation, and escalation of issues related to classification of lands as lands of agricultural designation and an exchange of agricultural lands from the same category in the lands envisaged for the leasing. The Cabinet of Ministers must approve the simplified rules for the classification of lands as lands of agricultural designation and for the exchange of agricultural lands from the same category within 2 months by agreeing with the President of Azerbaijan. President İlham Ali signed another decree on the establishment of the Space Agency of the Republic of Azerbaijan as a Cosmos public legal entity. According to the decree, in order to continue the success achieved in the space industry in Azerbaijan and to ensure that Azerbaijan benefits to the maximum from the accelerated technological progress and to improve management, regulation, coordination and control mechanism in the space industry. The Space Agency, public legal entity under the subordination of the Ministry of Transport, Communication and High Technologies, is established on the basis of Azer Cosmos Open Joint Stock Company. The agency is a legal heir of Azer Cosmos Open Joint Stock Company. The rights and obligations as well as the property of the company are transferred to the agency. Given the stated entries of the Commissioner and following the recent human rights-related developments around the conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan in recent months, it should be emphasized that the conflict that lasted for almost 30 years caused enormous humanitarian sufferings and accompanied by massive violations of human rights of the hundreds of thousands of Azerbaijanis. Yet all these sufferings and violations have been left unnoticed by the current Commissioner as well as her predecessors under the pretext that they fall outside the Commissioner's mandate. Azerbaijan's Foreign Ministry commented on the letter on the Council of Europe Commissioner for Human Rights, Dunya Mijatovic, addressed to the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan. It was further emphasized that all these revolting facts were regrettably ignored by the Council of Europe's Commissioner for Human Rights. And no one can claim that these matters directly impacting on their life and the rights of the civilian population go beyond the Commissioner's mandate. In fact, this is another sign of double standard and selective approach, which Azerbaijan has been often subjected to by different Council of Europe bodies. Quote, Commissioners' regret over the inauguration of the military trophy park in Baku is equally unsubstantiated. The humanizing scenes of disturbing and humiliating images need to be looked for in other places across the Council of Europe area where nations glorify the colonial past and demonstrate evidence of horrific crimes against the colonized peoples. Azerbaijan strongly urged the Commissioner to remain impartial as requested by her mandate and refrain from actions and statements that negatively affect the authority and reputation of the Council of Europe. End of quote. The starting history further encourages Armenian extremists who threaten violence against Azerbaijanis in the U.S. Chairman of the Communication Department of the Presidential Administration of the Republic of Turkey, Fahrettin Altun, said commenting on the scene of execution of a mannequin wrapped in Azerbaijani flag in the rally organized by the radical Armenian forces in Los Angeles. On his Twitter account, he informed that Hamping Sasunyan, the Armenian terrorist who killed Turkey's consul general in Los Angeles in 1982, was released from the prison last month. We warned that impunity would only serve to embolden the next generation of extremists. We are concerned about the events. We declare our support for Azerbaijan against all threats and we call on the U.S. authorities to take action on this issue. Fahrettin Altun added. 806 more cases of coronavirus infection have been recorded in Azerbaijan. 1,224 people recovered after treatment and were released home. 31 people have died after testing positive for COVID-19. The overall confirmed cases in Azerbaijan have reached 313,812 with 280,403 recoveries and 4,402 deaths. The number of active infections is 29,007. To detect infection cases, overall 3,195,268 tests have been conducted in Azerbaijan. The task force under the Cabinet of Ministers reported. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.